What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Girl, a mess. And I'm so mad we can't even curse right at the beginning of this video because I really want to say some stuff. But anyway, let's just get into it, y'all. How y'all been doing? I've been doing good. I'm a little bit happy now because my shirts or whatever came in. Let me tell you something. Shein, all right, now Shein been up in the goddamn news or whatever about the fact that, you know, they got a little RICO case on them, okay? Because they take it from other people, taking from other people, taking from other people, calling it their own, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I said, well, I ain't never shopped on Shein, and I needed a shirt for the Renaissance tour. You know, because I was thinking about going and thing, you know, everybody gonna be all glittery and all that stuff and shiny and stuff. So I said, let me break out my comfort zone and do a little something, a little razzle dazzle. And I seen something pop up right away, and I was like, oh my God, that probably a little cute on me. And you know, I went on ahead and ordered it Friday. It showed up today, and I said, okay, that's cute or whatever. I don't know, it's a little short. Well, it's not short, but like if I raise my arms up, whatever, because that's all I'm gonna be doing, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna come up just a little bit. I don't like that, you know, but I probably go ahead and take it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get out my comfort zone. But anyway, enough of that. Let's just get into it, y'all, because and you want to know what it is. First of all, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. And you want to know who ain't having a wonderful day? The Russell family, okay? Carly Lee and her goddamn family and herself. Let me tell you this. If my family member ever do something so embarrassing, it's so humiliating, it's so tragic, it's so asinine like this, don't you ever say that you know me, okay? All communication is cut. We are done. I don't know you. I don't care for you. Baby, the feelings that I have for you will just dropped, okay? Baby, that's your family. I don't care. I don't care because you're not about to embarrass my family name the way that you just did, okay? And think I'm going to still be associated with you. No, 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 ma'am, all right? Some of y'all may think that's a little bit harsh, but that's just how I am. Moving on from there, let's just get up into the story. Carly Russell went missing over the weekend. Or was it last week? It was literally right after I did my what it is, right? I remember seeing some of the stuff pop up on the timeline. And I just thought it was just some girl or whatever that just, you know, I didn't really look into the case. And I'm not going to sit here and hold y'all. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I did not look into the case at all, okay? Did I, whatever popped up on the timeline, and it's one of those situations where a lot of stuff just be popping up all the time. Well, find this missing person or retweet this or whatever this person went missing. You know, we get so many of that on Twitter. You know, at this point, I just become like, okay, fine. Moving on from that, all right? Hope they find them and all that stuff. And I hate to sound like that, but it's just become so frequent. You know, it's a little bit overwhelming. And, you know, like, it is what it is, unfortunately. So somebody had hit me up in my DMs and was like, you know, could you please like retweet this or whatever. Now, mind you, the way that they sent me the DM, it was almost as if they knew the person personally. And I'm like, I ain't even respond to it because as soon as I closed out of it, because I was trying to see who this was, as soon as I closed out of it, I did see some people that I follow that do post the news or whatever, they posted about it. So that's what I went on ahead and looked into it or whatever. And basically it wound up saying that this girl, Carly Russell, you know, she's 25 years old down there in Alabama, okay, and she was driving on the highway or whatever. It's at night. Next thing you know, she see some baby. She said it was a toddler or whatever, little toddler out there in some diapers and all that stuff on the side of the road, okay. And I said, what? I was like, oh, okay, so you did a good Samaritan act and you got out that car and you went on ahead and you said, let me go ahead and get this baby. Let me go ahead and get this baby. Baby, where's your mama? Where's your mama? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing out here? You ain't got no clothes on? You just got on diapers? Damn, this diaper is soiled, okay? Baby, how long you been out here? Next thing you know, we found out that she was gone. Okay, they said mama was missing. She had got on the phone with her mom and them and her boyfriend trying to tell them what was going on. The boyfriend was about to come out there and they said, call 911. Baby, 911 came like 3 or 5 minutes after she done called or whatever or got off the phone with the boyfriend, whoever the freak was. And when they showed up, Wasn't no toddler out there. The car's still out there. And I think they said she had a red Mercedes. Don't quote me on that. I think I seen that somewhere. I said, a red Mercedes? Okay. You know, and I think she was like a medical student or something like that. She in the field of medicine a little bit. Again, don't quote me on that. That don't really matter. But what matters is she left the door open on the car door was open. The keys were still in the car. Her phone was still up in there. I think her Apple Watch was up in there, whatever. All her personal belongings and stuff was up in there. And her wig that she had on her head at the time. I said, oh, girl, what happened? Y'all see the glitter? Because I had to try the shirt on. So now that's the only drawback. It's going to be a whole bunch of glitter on me. Girl. And it'll be hot. And it'll be hot and sweaty. Oh, my God. That's going to be disgusting. I'm going to still make it work, though. And I was just like, all right, you know. And we just waiting to try to hear exactly what's going on. And see, I hate situations like this. On the one hand, we really want to get stuff out there, and we want our people, meaning black people, whether it's men, women, children, whatever, we want them to get the same recognition that, you know, white counterparts or other people will get on the news and get the, you know, media attention and all that. And I will say, I believe to a certain extent, that exactly what was happening with Carlee Russell, because I never seen this get so big that quick. Like, it literally had just happened, and it was flooding the timelines, and people on the news was talking about it and everything. So I was like, I mean, it had got a lot of attention, and people were invested, and I understand, okay? And so at this point, a couple of days or so go by, and we still haven't heard anything. And next thing you know, on Saturday, they said that the girl had walked up to her mama's house. And I was like, oh, thank God. God is good. You know, she's alive. And I cut it off right there. I think that was the only thing that I ever said about this whole case. Because I was just like, you know what, I'm going to just let stuff play out. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you know what, I had questions. Everybody had questions. But see, the difference is I ain't want to voice it right then and there because I thought that was disrespectful. And that is the part that really got me. I am not mad at people for feeling a type of way and being like, you know, even some of my fellow, you know, people that I kick it with, my social media people, my mutuals, my YouTubers or whatever. I wasn't mad at the fact that, you know, some of them probably felt like, you know, this was not the thing to be had, or something fishy was going on, or there was questions to be asked or whatever. No, it was more so of the fact that what's bothering me was as soon as the girl came home and got found or whatever she did, everybody just started voicing that and putting it out there. And I'm like, and talk about, I want to know what happened. I'm like, damn, it ain't even been 24 hours. Like, y'all do know they have to investigate. Y'all do know they have to talk to her and get all of the information and put the timeline and all that together, and then they will reveal it to us. It was just the fact that people wanted it so quick. Yes, I understand we are invested. Everybody that retweeted or said anything about hoping that this woman comes home safe, because at this day and age, you don't know what's going on. People thinking that, you know, it was a tactic for sex trafficking or, you know, something else, because who lives the kid on the side of the road to lure women over to try to see what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And so that could have been things. That's what one of the things, the theories, what people was thinking about. And I said that could be logical because, you know, they use a lot of tactics these days. We just don't know. I ain't never heard of that one, but, you know, maybe it's something new in the bug. And I was just like, okay. And it was just irritating me so bad. Like, we live in a society, in a world these days that everybody wants stuff so quick. You want stuff to happen so quick. You want it done so quick. You want answers so quick. And that's just not how it works, okay? Especially when you are in a big case that became national headline news. You have to investigate. You got to cross your T's, dot your I's, get your P's and Q's together. Make sure you get the timeline, all that stuff together so you can present it to the public. And then you can ask more questions if it doesn't answer the questions that you want. And the whole time I'm sitting here like, can y'all just hold on a minute? It's only been like a day or two. You know, let them get the investigation off the ground. The girl just came home She could possibly be traumatized. She could possibly be physically messed up. She could be mentally messed up. We don't know. Just give her some time and then allow her a few days to just calm down and then for them to come through and to tell us what's up. Mind you, I'm putting that down right. Shout out to Kevin and them from the Scorpio Show, because I showed up was up in their comments on their Patreon video. I know Kevin probably be getting mad, be tatting my ass sometimes. I be like, no, they didn't. You know, but sometimes I just be like, y'all need to calm down. And I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about people in general. It was just bothering me so bad. I'm like, we all having certain thoughts, but at this point in time, let's not put that out there just yet, because her family, who probably ain't got nothing to do with this, ain't got nothing to do with this situation, and probably just as much in the dark as well, they got to see this as well. So I'm thinking about a whole bunch of stuff, and it's also just about respect in general, okay? Because at the same time, I know a lot of us was thinking a lot of things. I'm up here thinking like, you know, y'all want some more information the same way y'all was hounding Jamie Foxx for the information. But then I had to take that back because his family was the one that put that shit out there first. Made us want some information. But then all of a sudden it started looking a little Jussie Smollett-ish, okay? And then it turned out to be very much Jussie Smollett. I said, oh my goodness. And you know what really pisses me off about this whole situation? Because I literally put up a tweet today, and I said, you know what? I'm about to mute her name because it is annoying me the way people are acting. It is just, you know, y'all being downright disgusting because y'all so impatient. That's the part, again, what I was saying that was annoying me. And it was like a few hours after that. I'm at work, girl. I was on either Neighborhood Talk or the Shade Room, and somebody in the comments was like, well, how come y'all ain't posting what the police was saying? How come y'all ain't posting what the police was saying? And I said, what the police say? So I had to go down the thing, and the police said something about they was looking for the search or whatever, and, oh yeah, she had went to a convenience store too, not convenience store, I think she went to like, either a Target or something like that. She went to go get her some food. She went to go get her some snacks or whatever. And as this was before she hit the highway, right? And so when she got on that highway and then she got taken, and you know, they said, girl, they left everything there but the snacks. The snacks weren't in there. I said, oh, they was hungry. Well, maybe she consumed that while she was on the way. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know when we be driving or whatever, we eating all that stuff. I was like, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But at the same time, I was like, okay. You know, I had my suspicions, but I'm going to be quiet until all of the facts come out. At least most of them that can substantiate whatever it is I'm thinking instead of assuming, right? That's just how I do. That's just how I do. Some of y'all didn't, okay? Y'all was just like, girl, this don't sound right. I said maybe, but goddamn, just wait till the facts come out, please. Just do that before we can fully judge. You know what I'm saying? Girl, and then as soon as I put that tweet up a few hours later, the guy in the press office doing the press conference, and I see people on Twitter saying that the bitch lied. I said, excuse me, girl, this is what they said. Let me just read this to y'all. Here's the timeline. Police said days before Russell disappeared, right? They said on Wednesday, today, it was listed some strange online searches, right? Russell made in the days following up, leading up to her disappearance. The searches were saying on July 11th at 7:30 a.m., baby, she was thinking about this thing the whole time. Do you know? I said, girl, what are you? What's going on that you is up at 7:30 in the morning Googling, do you have to pay for an Amber Alert? Excuse me, ma'am. Like what? An Amber Alert? Do you not know what an Amber Alert is? I said, oh my goodness, what you should have Googled is, what is an Amber Alert? Because for all I know, or you should have watched the documentary that was on Peacock that showed us exactly how Amber Alert came about. It was about a little girl who got taken in her neighborhood. Her name was Amber, okay? And ever since then, because they couldn't find the killer, ever since then, they went on ahead and put this alert out there, because if they would have had this alert, the little girl probably would have been found already. It wouldn't have went the way that it went. Baby, an Amber Alert is for kids, bitch. You are 25 years old. You are 25 years old, okay? And you up here, girl, is it an Amber Alert for the imaginary toddler that you said was on the side of the world? Which one is it? You are too grown to be this dumb, okay? You are too grown to be this dumb. But then again, this whole situation is dumb. Y'all, I don't have no more sympathy. Listen, I barely had some. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I really didn't pay too much attention to this. I retweeted it and kept on going. I probably retweeted a couple points, and that was it. That was it. And then I said thank you. That I said God is good that she found. Them the only 3 things that I did about this whole situation until we found out. I ain't saying nothing else, and I purposely said this on Threads. I am not saying nothing until we get the facts. I'm purposely being quiet. Because now I'm finna go in. Because, girl, you're dumb. I said, ma'am, you ain't even think this stuff out. Okay? Like, what is going on? And you want to show a little bit of compassion because maybe she having a mental break. Maybe she going through a mental episode. But but it's so hard to do that, to give grace. Because I've been seeing people say, give grace, give grace, give grace a little bit because she could be going, like what? You up at 7:30 in the morning, July 11, talking about some, do you have to pay for an Amber Alert? Girl, you just rolled over in your bed. You literally rolled over in your bed and got your phone while you still laying there probably scratching your vagina and saying, listen, do I have to, you know, pay for an Amber Alert? What? What? I said, oh my goodness. And then July 13, 1:03 a.m. How to take money from a cash register without being caught. Now you want to rob? Now you want to rob? You trying to stage like a robbery? What's going on, man? You went from an Amber Alert to robbery. Which one? Okay. Then July 13th, also the next hour at 2:13 p.m. a.m. Birmingham bus station. What, you was about to run? You was about to run? You was about to run? Girl. And then at 2:35, one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville with the departure date of the 13th. And then she was talking about, she Googled the movie Taken. They said Taken was one of her favorite movies. They found the tweet from 2013. I think she tweeted it August 9, 2013, that said Taken 2 was one of her favorite movies. I said, oh my God. Oh my gosh, y'all didn't have to go back all the way back then. But girl, Taken, she wanted to be in Taken 16, bitch. Like, what is going on? I said, if you're gonna do something so stupid like this, and you're gonna come up with a plan to get whatever attention, and yes, something mentally is wrong with her, because why do you want to do something like this? Because at the end of the day, you are up here destroying your whole life. You can't be trusted. You are a liar. This is a credible type of situation where if something really does happen to you and that people not going to believe you. And then as much as we don't want to say, oh, this ain't got nothing to do with us other black folks because we don't do stuff like this, it's going to reflect badly on us as a community regardless. And there's so many other people out here that are gone missing, okay, and need that help. And these families are out here putting forth the effort, trying to find missing kids, missing family members, and all of that, and been doing this for years. And you up here playing with people resources. You up here playing with people resources and getting this national spotlight that these other families could not get and have not gotten and should be getting, but yet you up here doing this for some gain. Baby, we still don't know the reason. We still don't know the reason. And at this point, I don't even need to hear nothing else about what her side of it is about, you know, what the kidnappers did and all this stuff. Because, baby, at this point, we are already convinced there are no kidnappers. The abductor was Carly, okay? Baby, that's just what it is. Carly kidnapped herself, okay? Like, listen, as soon as I heard, you want to know what made me pick my interest when I started reading into the thing before she got caught up and before she came home? When they said that she left her phone and all that stuff up in the car, why you leave your Apple Watch up in the car or all of that? A person like me, you know what I'm saying, and especially if you're going to see a little kid on the side of the road, you know what I'm saying, we're going to take the phone out the car and we're going to have the phone with us and we're going to be on 911. We're going to be on 911. Or if you got your Apple Watch, it's going to be on your arm and we're going to be on 911. Why ain't none of them products on you at that time? Because, girl, let me tell you something. I don't go nowhere without my phone. That phone going to be up in my pocket. It's not staying in nobody's car. It's not staying in my house. The same thing with my wallet. Because I don't understand how some of y'all be coming outside without a wallet or without your ID. Okay, I really don't understand that. But that's that, right? And so then she called and said it was a toddler on the highway and all that stuff. Baby, they done got the footage and they done seen, you know, they done seen the whole thing when she pull up. Ain't no baby out there. They ain't see nobody come up there and take her or nothing, you know, all of that stuff or whatever. Meanwhile, she said, this is her, listen to this. After returning home, she gave investigators her account of what happened on the night of July 13th. She said a man came out of the woods, mumbled that he was checking on the child. Now, truth be told, somebody could have been up in there. Somebody could have, I can give a benefit of a doubt. You know, you just never know what's hiding up behind the woods. Let's just say this was true, right? Let's just say there really was a baby and we just couldn't see it on the tape or whatever. Or the man had already came and got it. I don't know. But, anything could have happened in that part. That's why it seemed a little plausible or whatever. But then it was like, girl, what? Okay. He said he was checking on the child. She was the only one that pulled over. She was the only one that pulled over, and it was a busy highway. She was the only one that pulled over. She was the only one that saw the child, and nobody else pulled over and helped you. Because usually I've seen multiple videos. I ain't been in the situation, but I've seen multiple videos where if something is going on with another passenger or another driver or whatever, people will pull over and offer assistance. The good Samaritans, okay? The ones that actually act like they got something going on and ain't no a-holes or whatever. Multiple people will pull over just to check and see, and especially given that you're a woman and it's night, yeah, somebody else would have pulled over as well, but nobody else did. She said Russell told the officer that the man forced her over a fence and into a car. Okay. Let's say I ain't know nothing else. I'd be like, that sounds plausible, you know. Russell said the next thing she remembers is she's being taken into the trailer of a truck with the man who she said had orange hair and was accompanied by a woman. She was also said that she can hear the baby crying. I said, okay, that's still, you know, people sick out here. They can do a lot of things, luring people and all this stuff to take advantage of them or whatever. I be up in here looking at Dateline. I be up in here looking at a lot of this stuff about how these serial killers and stuff be doing shit and how they be, you know, luring people and all this stuff, you know. So this is plausible. This is plausible. She said she escaped, but then she was recaptured and put into a car and blindfolded, right? She was blindfolded and then taken into a house where she was undressed. The next day, the lady fed her cheese crackers and then started playing in her hair. Now, what she playing in your hair and these cheese crackers got to do with it? I know the cheese cracker, Ritz, Cheez-It, all of them, the Goldfish, they are pissed. They are pissed, but they probably kind of cool, too, because you probably finna make the stock go up. But they said, baby, why a minute? Why a minute? You couldn't get the vanilla wafers. You couldn't get the cheap stuff that we don't even care about. You said the cheese crackers. You was very specific, baby. I was waiting for her to say which brand. I was waiting for them to say which brand, because if she would have said which brand, baby, I would have said, there it is. There it is, bitch. She's lying right here, right then and there. If you didn't know then, you know right now. Cheese crackers. Now, granted, you probably, you know, tasted it. Tastes like cheese. Okay, you can tell a cheese cracker, but girl, I don't know, something about that just made me so incensed, y'all. It just made me so incensed. I'm sitting here reading this stuff like, what? And then when she said that the lady was playing in her hair, girl, what was she doing? Playing with your cornrows? She was playing with your cornrows. She was playing with your braids, bitch. It ain't even like you had your wig on and your hair was flowing and she could be like, oh my God, look at your hair. Look at your, oh, I want some stuff like this, you know. Look, is that a dingle hopper? You know, that's what you can do. Like, you can put it through like this and then you can do like that. No, girl, you said the wig was up in the car. They said the wig was up in the car, okay? So what is she playing with? She is playing with your cornrows probably like she ain't never seen no cornrows before. Girl, what is going on? She said at some point she was put into a vehicle and she claims that she was able to escape while it was on the West Hoover area. Okay? And then she ran through the woods to get back home. All right. All right. All right. They had an award out for her totaling $50,000 to offer for her safe return. They also included $20,000 for an anonymous source, $5,000 that was raised by Crime Stopper Metro Alabama, and $25,000 that was from a real estate company. So it all totals to 50. Let me just tell you, what? I'm not finna change no password. Hold on one second. These fools is up here playing. Anyway, you doing all of that. That's $50,000 awards. Let me tell you something. This is what I'm gonna say about this. She make it hard for people at this point to actually care. Not necessarily saying that we don't care, but to actually want to get involved deeply and get heavily invested or whatever, because you're playing with our time. And again, you have people out here that truly needed these resources that they was putting up, and I'm pretty sure it's people out there in Alabama that was missing and probably been missing and didn't get any of the notoriety that you got, okay? And her out here playing games like this. And what I'm gonna say is the bitch needs to be slapped in the face, okay? I'm sorry, that's just what it is, and that's just how I feel, and y'all can feel however you feel. She needs to be mentally evaluated, because something is not right for you to be putting up and doing some stuff like this, because I don't know the reason. What was the reason? And at this point, I really don't care. And lock her ass up for a year, because you can go to jail and you can get charged for faking a kidnapping, because look, you are wasting time, energy, and resources. Baby, get the hell up off my camera with this shit. Anyway, that's Carlee Russell, baby. Don't tell me nothing else about that lady. I am so mad at that. You had me out here telling people to just wait. Child, I'm so sorry. My sister up here trying to log into my Max account and talking about something needs some password change. Girl, get up off my stuff before you mess some stuff up. Anyway, moving on to the next story. Drake, I'm so tired of him at this point. Drake is a groupie, all right? And at this point, it's becoming a little, it ain't becoming, it's predatory. The way he moves like a freaking predator, okay? And it's okay to show affection and be like support for these like these new artists and all this stuff that comes out. You know, the picture now is of him in Sexy Red or whatever, and he all up in her neck and all this stuff, and ooh, she might be my rightful wife or my wifey type or something. I'm sitting here like, y'all don't feel like he weird? Drake is funny. I ain't gonna lie. Aubrey can be funny. You know what I'm saying? And I never give Aubrey up, because, you know, I grew up with Aubrey. You know, listen, Degrassi, Wheelchair Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? The whole situation that he had with him and Ashley, when he called Ashley a slut and all that stuff. Oh, yeah, Degrassi was the thing, okay? Degrassi was the thing back in the day when he was on there. You know, and I'm just saying, he's just moving a little predatory, you know, and some of y'all may not feel like it, but I do. Every time a new woman artist come out, especially a rapper, he all up on them or whatever, and he all up in their DMs. Girl, if y'all like it, I don't, but hey, it's weird. It's weird. Moving on from that, listen, the mess that's going on with John Amos, I really hate the fact that John Amos, legacy and his last days or whatever, final moments of life, have to be where he should be out here enjoying himself, or just sitting by the river, you know, fishing, or no, that work, girl. No shit, Sherlock. Anyway, I'm so sorry. He's supposed to be out here enjoying the last few years of his life that he got left, right? And he should be living them comfortably. Now have to go through this whole situation about who's supposed to get medical attorney, medical power of attorney over him, power of attorney over his life and all this stuff. This whole situation going on between him and his son and his daughter. Basically, this is when Shannon came out and said that the son, what's the son name? KC was up here trying to do elder abuse against the daddy, right? She called him out, and at first she wasn't saying who it was, and so I was sitting here like, maybe it's really you, because why you putting a GoFundMe? You seem a little suspect too, okay? Putting up a little GoFundMe and all that stuff. They had to snatch that thing down, and so then you know, you got that going on, right? And so she was like, I'm gonna put it out there, it's my brother. I feel like he up here doing some stuff. They said that the boy got bipolar disorder, association disorder, and all of that. And, you know, we literally, some of us probably didn't think that that would happen, that he would be doing anything to harm his father or, you know, put him in a messed up place or try to take advantage of him, because we saw him, and I remember when I used to see him, it used to pop up on my TikTok all the time. They used to be real happy together. They used to look real happy together, because the son who looked just like him when he ain't got no hair on his face, be posting videos with him and the daddy and all that stuff, and they look real good, real happy, real fun, daddy, father, son thing. I was like, I ain't think nothing of it until the sister came out and said what she said, and I was like, huh. You know, and then at this point, I'm like, y'all going back and forth, blaming this person, blaming this person. I said, all of y'all in on it, okay? Just all of y'all in on it. Now this fool done got himself arrested for making terroristic threats towards his own sisters, okay? Said in the you know, he got removed from power of medical attorney, you know, and he is now in jail following explosive accusations that he allegedly threatened to off his sister. You know what I'm saying? They said he was in custody since Sunday the 16th. He was charged with making terroristic threats with the purpose of invoking his victim in a state of imminent fear and death. You know, they was confused. That man did that. And at this point, I think something ain't right. Again, they said that he got bipolar disorder. And they said this, and that man was in that mugshot smiling like it was all to the good. I do not trust anybody who smile up in their mugshots, especially when they get accused of doing something really, really bad. That means to me, you did that and you don't care. And if they let you go, you will continue to do it again, and you probably do it worse. Keep them in there, okay? So then they said he sent a series of threats to his sister in text messages. She reported them to the authority, and he was talking about his alleged gang affiliation. I said, Casey, you in the gang? Everybody want to be in the gang these days. I said, you are too old. Okay, I just found it so funny how some people just come onto the scene and they be the stuff that they be singing about or the stuff that they be rapping about, and then they be like this squeaky image, and next thing you know, they shouting out gangs. Since when? Since when? Why y'all do that? Why y'all wait till y'all get to a celebrity status to want to be like, I'm gang this, gang that? Girl, shut up. Okay, you look stupid. You know? But anyway, she said he sent the text saying, gonna sleep much better tonight, big sis. And he had some guns attached to it or whatever. And a video of him firing the handguns. Okay? And I just said, this is too much. This is too much. And I know at one point they showed a video of whatever that I think him and the daddy was on live, and I think either somebody in the family, I'm not necessarily sure if it was Shannon, but I don't think it was. I think it was another family member or somebody that was trying to tell John that he needs to stay into the hospital, and John didn't want to stay in the hospital. He wanted to leave, and that's what he was doing. And they had an issue with that. Not the brother, but the other people. They wanted him to stay. It's a mess. I really hope they get them people away from him. Get them away from him and keep him safe. Okay? Keep him safe as possible. moving on from that, Tiger Woods got a little victory in this whole situation that's going on with his ex, right? Y'all remember that lady came up and said that she was going to sue him for like $30 million for breaking an oral contract that said if they together for 5 years, she could stay with him or whatever. What's it say? Giving her the right to live up in his house for 5 years, and she had, well, giving her right to live in his house, and that she had 5 years remaining on the agreement before they broke up. So because they broke up before that, them last 5 years, she sued him for $30 million, tried to accuse him and his team and all this stuff about a whole bunch of stuff, and now she done dropped the case. I said, girl, she dismissed it. She dismissed it. I was like, child, y'all are doing a lot. And you want to know who else is doing a lot? Let me just put this out here for a second. 4 from Black Ink Crew Chicago. Sir, what happened? Sir, what happened? I'm just going to tell y'all, listen, I don't know if y'all timeline have been assaulted with his videos and with his content like mine have on Twitter, okay? And just about everybody else that I follow as well, you know, and I'm just sitting here like, we're all sitting here confused, because at first it was all to the good and it was all cute bit, but now it's just a little bit much. No, it's more than too much, okay? It is more than too much. And now I can deal with a lot of stuff. I can deal with a lot of stuff. One thing, there's a couple of things that I do not deal with. One of them is fistings. I don't want to see that. I've seen it before, and I just said, how? That don't seem comfortable, and that just looks disgusting, okay? I'm sorry, that's your kink. That's your kink. No, I'm not really trying to kink shame, but that just ain't for me, okay? That is just one thing I can't get with it, no. No, no, no. And I'm all the way here. I'm one of the main people that y'all know that's going to tell y'all I'm here for the sexual freedom. I'm here for you to do you. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's consensual, as long as it's legal, you know, all of that. All of that, as long as everything above board and everything checks off and you are protected, go out and do your thing. You know, people like pleasure. This is the age of pleasure, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You like your toes sucked, get them toes sucked, okay? You like to get pegged and you straight, go ahead and get pegged and you straight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If your woman is willing to strap up on you and poke your booty, that is fine. That is fine. Listen, I'll watch it. Okay? I don't see nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, men pleasure zone is in their ass anyway, so it's okay. It's okay. And I don't feel like you're gay. You're not, because you're not seeking out a man to do it. You're getting your woman to do it, okay? And so, listen, that is cute. Sexuality and all that stuff is fluid, and that is fine. People have kinks, and that is fine as well, all right? So I just so happened one day to get a video that popped up on my timeline, and it's 4. And that's when I had found out a while ago that he was doing OnlyFans. Mind you, I was like really surprised. I said, oh. I said, you ain't tattooing no more? Girl, the pandemic came and wiped your ass out too? Wow, because y'all know Black Ink 9 Mag is closed now, right? But that was recent. He'd already been doing this, okay? I seen the video where he was doing some woman on the balcony. That's fine. Okay, that's whatever. Everybody want to get on the balcony. Okay, I want somebody on the balcony. You know, it is what it is. I'm coming to Houston. What's up? No. I don't know. Pause. Because Houston, we got a problem. I'm going to need y'all women to come out there, and I'm going to need y'all men to go out there to get checked too. Take y'all asses to the nearest free clinic if that's what you need to do, or schedule a doctor appointment some way, somehow, and get you a STI test, okay? Because they said syphilis is on the rise down there. And it's a lot of women who is having syphilis, and they don't know that they got syphilis, and their babies are being born with it, and that's why it's rising and everything. And they said that you women who are pregnant, y'all supposed to be getting tested at least 3 times throughout your pregnancy for syphilis, because syphilis can cause stillbirth, or it can cause some death after the baby is born, okay? So get that check, and you niggas put a goddamn cap on it. All of y'all. I'm talking about women and men. Quit without no rubber. Y'all nasty. Y'all nasty. Okay? We supposed to be coming down there to have some goddamn fun, and I can't. Because I don't know who clean or not. Like, what's going on? I still am, but we got to be clean, okay? Like, come on. Anyway, moving on from that, baby, back to 4. Like, you do what you got to do. Next thing you know, the next thing I found out was 4 was out here, I thought he was just doing regular OnlyFans, you know, just having a partner and doing his thing. Because next thing you know, I seen a dingling on my timeline. I said, oh, I didn't need to see that. But, oh, okay, you know, he doing his thing. Fine, moving on from that. And next thing you know, there's a video of him getting his cheeks eaten. He getting his cakes ate by a woman. And I was like, that's fine. Because a lot of y'all, some of y'all be acting like y'all don't be doing that stuff. And y'all really do. I feel like y'all do. And I don't see nothing wrong with it. If it's clean back there, go ahead and licky licking. Especially if you doing something with a woman or whatever. Both hoes is literally centimeters apart. Okay, centimeters apart. You can't be down there doing what you're doing and then slip up into another. I'm just saying. I've done it. I've done it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. Y'all already know how I get down. But that was fine. Next thing you know, I seen a video that popped up. He getting pegged. And I was like, I wasn't expecting that. But now I'm doubly intrigued. Should I subscribe? And I'm so glad that I didn't. I'm so glad that I did it because you know what? I said a little bit of a clip is good for me. I don't need to see the whole video and I don't need to pay for it. Free 99. That's all that I can get, right? Now, all of a sudden, there's a video up of him getting dog walked. I don't know if it's out here in Chicago and I don't know if it's out wherever he's at. Girl, I don't know. I just know he was getting dog walked and it ain't nothing wrong with it. That's your kink or whatever. But he's getting dog walking. He's bucket naked. I'm glad it was at night where not that many people was outside. But at the same time, like, okay, I was taken aback because I didn't know it was going to go that far. But I didn't really have a problem with it. This is where it crossed the line for me. One of the latest video was him doing something to a woman, giving oral to a woman while she's on her monthly. And he made us sure to know that that's just what it was. And I said, you know what? Block. Block. Because listen, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. And I'm just... I'm annoyed. I'm going to need him to just calm down. I'm going to need him to calm down or just keep it on OnlyFans. That's just what I need you to do. Keep it on OnlyFans, okay? Moving on from that. Wingstop is collaborating with Lotto. Girl, I don't care who you get up in there. Wingstop, y'all stuff is nasty, okay? Either the chicken be fried a little bit too hard, the fries be alright, you know, but the sandwiches and everything, it's mid. It's mid. It ain't as... You want to know who else is mid as ever that y'all hype up so much? Chick-fil-A. I keep on saying this each and every time, and it ain't nothing, no hate or whatever. It's just that it don't. When I first bit into a Chick-fil-A burger, chicken sandwich, and then I tried that Polynesian sauce that everybody was going Google for Cocoa Puffs over, I said, this is the hype that y'all talking about. Tastes like a regular chicken sandwich to me. Truth be told, I like McDonald's crispy chicken sandwich better. That says a lot about myself, but see, I haven't had McDonald's in a long time. The last time I had McDonald's, after I hadn't had it in a long time, it messed my stomach up and told me, girl, you don't need this no more. You know, gotta give you signs, okay, and just tell you, you're veering off the wrong track, you're going to the wrong track, get back on. And that was one of them. You know, the Pizzagate that happened this past week, and that was another one. Okay, and if you haven't seen that video, go watch that video. Listen, I was not expecting to go viral off of that. People doing articles and stuff about it, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like really? And now I'm getting trolled by my family or whatever. My sister sent me a picture of her talking about look what I got. I got some good pizza right here. I was like, oh, you can go to hell with that. And she was like, I'll bring you some when I come out Saturday. I said, girl, get the fuck out. My mama, I seen your stuff about you. I said, girl, who told you? You don't even be on social media like that. So the whole family just talking about it. The whole family just talking about it. And I'm just sitting here confused as to how we got as big as it did. Like, it's blowing up over there on TikTok. It's blowing up over there on TikTok. I was just like, oh, okay, wow, thank you. I'm embarrassed. Y'all laughing at my pain. Talk about something, I would have ate the pizza. Baby, I couldn't eat the pizza. The pizza had cardboard up in it. Like the cheese, I was like, oh my God, that's how hot the cheese was. It was pulling off onto the cardboard. So I was trying to pull it off, and then it had fell in it, in the crease where it folded at. All the cheese and stuff was in it. I was so mad. And all the cheese had the sauce on it, so the bread didn't really have that much sauce on. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That was my past couple of days or whatever. Wingstop, you still nasty. Okay, you don't taste that good. What put it down in well, to me, because I know it's gonna be some people that's gonna be like, girl, them wings is fire, them fries is fire, this the girl. That's to you, okay? Because to me they taste like, all right. I be eating it. I only had it twice, okay? Because I thought the first time that I had it was when I first came over here. And I was just like, let me try something new, okay? Because I never had it before. And then I was like, I don't know. And I never had it again. And then I had recently got it probably like last month. And then when I tasted it, I was like, no, it gave me the feeling like I was about to get food poisoning. I never did, but it just gave me those feelings like, is it supposed to taste like this? It's supposed to be hard like this? Is it supposed to look like that? Girl, it just didn't fancy me, okay? It didn't tickle my fancy. Moving on from there, put down in the comments what restaurant or what food place or whatever that you think is overhyped, okay? Put it down there. Moving on from there, Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello. Girl, I see you from True Blood. They getting divorced. I didn't even know they was together like that. This is how I don't keep up with people. They had been together, I think, married for 7 years. And I didn't even know he had an alcohol problem, and he'd been sober since the early 2000s. And they said they separated after 7 years. Every time I hear somebody getting a divorce or getting separated or whatever, and then they say the number 7, I think about when Rox be bringing it up in her videos or whatever about that 7-year mark in marriage or whatever. That's what people start having their issues, and you got to see if you can make it past that or whatever. I think about that every time. And then look, it's that 7-year mark they getting divorced. I wish them the best. I really do. They look cute together. Let's talk about some trifling nigga stuff. Okay. Bryson. Y'all know Nene Leakes, and I hate the fact that Nene Leakes' name has to be associated with it, because a lot of people probably wouldn't know who we're talking about. At least I think, because that's why they do that. They probably wouldn't know who we're talking about if you would have just said Bryson, Brian, or whatever got arrested for this or arrested for that. They have to put a face to it so we can know, oh, that's Nene Leakes' son. So now her name getting poured into it, which means probably her parenting is getting poured into it. And I don't feel like this is nothing to do with Nene, and this is not her fault at all. This ain't got nothing to do with her parenting skill, because that boy is grown. That is a grown man out here making childish, dumb decisions, okay? And he's been a problem child since the beginning. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's just what it is. Y'all remember back in the day when, what season was that when Nene was on there and the news came out? He embarrassed his mama. First of all, you out here stealing from Walmart, stealing razors from Walmart. Of all things, you mean to tell me you ain't have $5? You ain't have $5. You couldn't ask your mama for $5 to get you some razors, but you want to be a bad boy and you want to go steal from Walmart and embarrass your mama? Okay, that's one. Then you go out here and you have unprotected sex and you get pregnant and you become a young unmarried daddy. Since a lot of y'all be liking, like, I don't understand how come people just don't get married before they had kids these days. Girl, this is 2000s, okay? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you got that. You made her early grandmama. That's another. I mean, kids are a blessing, but I'm just saying, y'all get where I'm going with it. Now, this fool, we ain't heard nothing from him, right? And then the last thing that I ever heard about Bryson was the fact that either he wasn't in the child's life like he was supposed to, and Nene was doing all the stuff. His baby mama had some stuff to say about Nene and all this stuff. It was a mess. It was a mess, all because of Bryson, right? I ain't hear nothing else. Now we come out talking about this fool got arrested for having fentanyl on him and then lying, giving false addresses to Nene's old place, you know, and then gonna say that his name was Brent. Y'all know Brent, his younger brother, right? The one who literally just got over being hospitalized for having, I think, a stroke or something like that, because he was sick with congestional heart failure. I'm sitting here like, why would you do that to your brother? Now see, y'all be out here trying to get y'all fixed. Understandable. But see, that just wouldn't be me. all this fentanyl and all that stuff or whatever is just a little bit too scary for me to be trying to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that, so I'm not about to pick up doing that. But to each his own. You mess up your own life if you want to do that. But why would you bring your brother into it? Yeah, what? Why would you try to mess his life up like that? And then you go on, and that's a crime as well. Crime, you're lying to the cops, you're putting out false addresses, you're putting out false names and all this stuff. You get arrested, you get taken back, you get released, but then you get taken back in because they found out that you're lying about your name and your address and all that stuff, and now your butt's still up in jail. I seen a post update that said that, you know, he's still sitting up there in jail. They said at one point the bail was like $5,000 or something, like $6,000, $5,900. Girl, he's still sitting up there in jail. And I said to Nene, keep his ass there. Don't you put nothing down on it. I don't know where his daddy at. I don't know if he's still with us. If he needs to get out, he better call the daddy. Okay? That's just what it is. You are 30. But he was born in 1989. I was 87. So you are 34 years old. 34 years old, and you are out here acting like this. You about to be 35, and I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, this Nene fault, this Nene fault. Nah, girl, that is a grown man. That is a grown man. Unless he taking out the old Nene. I don't know, but that's a grown man. That's a grown man. He know right from wrong. Babe. Anyway, Tori Spelling, I don't know if y'all care in white people news. Tori Spelling and her husband, I think his name Dylan McDormand, they've been together for 17 years. They getting a divorce. Mind you, they got a whole bunch of kids between them. All right, I remember, the way that they got together. I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, they both was in relationships. They both was in other marriages. And they started cheating on their spouse because they did like a Hallmark movie or something together. And they wound up cheating on their spouses with each other. And that was a big thing. And then they got divorced from their spouses. And then they got married to each other. And they've been together this whole time, right? They've been having financial woes. Tori Spelling has always had financial woes ever since, I think, her father passed. Because her mama, I really feel like her mama jealous of her. I really feel like she was jealous of the relationship that her and her daddy probably had or whatever, because mama didn't want her to get no money, made it so that the daddy couldn't leave her no money or whatever. Tori used to be out here struggling. That's why she went on ahead and took that role for Scary Movie 2. Mama needed the cash. Mama needed the cash. She said anything will do. All right. And she got her man or whatever. And now they getting a divorce. They making a big deal about the fact that mama out here got her kids up in a $100 a night motel. And she said, so what? We got mold in the house, okay? And we trying to get that fixed. And my whole thing is this. Freak trying to get that fixed, because they said this been an ongoing problem for a few years where the kids been getting sick and stuff like that because of mold in the house and all that. Baby, it's time to sell it. It's time to sell it and have it condemned, okay? Go find you something else and stop wasting money at these hotels. Moving on from that, YG, Saweetie, and Tyga are going on tour together. I don't know, name one YG song. Is he the one that do F Don? Okay, if that's the case, the only part about that song I know is that part, F D Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. Saweetie, Tyga, Rack City. Rack City. Okay, but do I want to see y'all in concert? No. They doing a whole like California West Coast concert tour. They, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I just don't see it for them. But hey, congratulations on that. I think Tyga and YG, they're coming out with an album together. But hey, maybe the West Coast will love it. Congrats to them, I guess. Gigi Hadid, the supermodel. Oh, y'all gotta go back and look at her mama on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in the early ages. The early seasons. Oh my goodness, there's so much nostalgia. So much nostalgia, girl. That girl, she was a lot. Yolanda was a lot. Yolanda was a lot. And that's when we saw Bella and Gigi, and especially Bella in her original face. But kudos to them girls because they out there making their way. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna need y'all to stop doing this, okay? I don't care who y'all think y'all are. Y'all cannot go to other people's countries and just be doing stuff that you do here. She had got some medical marijuana. She got it from New York out here, okay, in the United States of these Americas, you know. And then she went out there to the Cayman Islands, and they caught her with it. They had charged her with possession of drugs, you know, and basically fined her $1,000, and she had a court appearance on July 12th, but nothing really happened. She was able to go. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, be thankful. Y'all better stop it. I just need y'all to stop it. I just seen something where some girl, I don't know if I just know she black. I don't know if they said she from Wisconsin or whatever. I seen it on the blogs or whatever a couple of days ago, basically saying that she is over there in jail in Dubai because she was screaming in public or whatever, and it was all because a man or something was screaming at her, yelling at her, and she yelled back, and so they arrested her. I said, oh my goodness, girl, and y'all be flocking over there to Dubai to do what? To do what? It's so strict over there, and people want to say that, girl, Can you imagine? Every time when I hear about somebody, especially an American or whatever, going over to another country and getting locked up for something real small or whatever, you want to know what I think about? I think about Broke Down Palace. Y'all have to see that if you've never seen that movie. We went to the movies to go see that. You know, this is back in the day. Let me tell you something. I really got to sit, and I'm going to have to talk to my mom. I'm like, Mama, was you really a Jehovah's Witness? I mean, I know you was baptized and all that stuff. And I know you got disfellowshipped a couple times or whatever, but was you really, really a Jehovah's Witness? Because you really did not move like a Jehovah's Witness. My mama had us all up in a movie. We was listening to explicit stuff. We was watching R-rated films. We was going to the movies, doing all of that stuff. I said, all right, so we was coaching, okay? Mama said, we ain't gonna have no uncoaching up in here. I said, I know that's right, thank you. But we went to go see Broke Down Palace. Baby, that shit made me cry. That made me cry, and I was young, and I was just like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Set them up like that? And only one of them could get out. Only one of them went home at the end. Oh, can you imagine being in another country and then being accused of doing something that you didn't do, and then you have to pay the price for it, and because you can't get out? Oh my God, that is so scary to me. That is so scary to me. Like, you got some countries that are really, really strict. And so I'm just putting this out here. Before y'all go somewhere, make sure you do your full research, because the stuff that you do over here, 9 out of 10, you probably ain't going to be able to do over there and not get consequences for it. Okay? I just want y'all to know about that. Moving on from that, Halle Bailey, Little Mermaid, Ariel. Ma'am, I'm just going to assume that DDG is like her first real love, and she real young or whatever, but at the same time, I'm going to just assume that this is like that first love, and you know, you can't really get over it or whatever, got a little hooks in it, you know what I'm saying? The D might be good. I don't know what it is, because I'm just not understanding. It may be, I feel like it's not for me to understand, because one, no, I just don't get it. Because you have but so many times to embarrass me. You have so many times to embarrass me, especially publicly, okay? Especially publicly. I just don't understand what is it about these people that get into relationships with people who are of celebrity status or who have good notoriety or whatever, and you cannot handle it. My neighbor's outside. And you cannot handle it. It like bothers me so bad. You got the whole situation with Keke, okay, Miss Keke Palmer, you know, and truth be told, when we go back to Keke Palmer's situation, I really don't even think that they were still together at that point when that happened. And that's why he said what he said, because I feel like, you know, they probably had just broken up or whatever. I don't even think they're together now, okay, which is good for her. But DDG, don't be insecure. Like, it's understandable if you're going to be insecure about those things or whatever. But you already know that you are with somebody that is of a celebrity status, that has a lot of popularity, that has a lot of fans, that is beautiful, that's gonna have a lot of men and women coming at them, you know, either on a friendship type, either on a fanship type, either on a supportive type, or trying to get with type. And you're just gonna have to deal with that sometimes. That comes with the territory. And if you can't handle that, get out the picture, baby. You shouldn't be trying to, you know, be with somebody that's of that stature, you know? And you're just constantly doing stuff that just be embarrassing. I know Chloe be on the phone like, girl, what the because I seen one video where if you look at the body language, she really wasn't feeling DDG. Okay, she like, that's my sister, man, and this what it is. It was giving very much that I'm just gonna be quiet and let my sis do whatever it is that she want to do, because it ain't got nothing to do with me. But I already told her how I feel, and she gonna do what she want. Okay, and I just want to know how the other family feel. But at the end of the day, she's a grown woman, and you can't tell her what to do. But what you're not gonna do is make songs up about how you so insecure about me going and doing my job, and you worrying about me kissing this person, my co-worker, because this part of the job. Oh, you want to know what he said in the song? He put out the song Famous. And you know what he does? He does a lot of stuff that he knows is going to get attention, because he didn't have to release this. He didn't have to release this, but he knew it would stir the pot and to get him some attention. And it still didn't do much. It just made people dislike him a little bit more than they probably already did. What was the lyrics? He said, I'm trying to figure out the thing said, no. He claims he hated falling in love and only asked for Bailey to do the basic shit. And that the hardest thing I did was fall in love with a famous bitch. First of all, why you gotta be a bitch, all right? Why she gotta be a bitch? But anyway, I'm trying to figure out what we gonna do. How we gonna get to the top. Filming a movie now, you kissing dudes. You know I love you a lot. I don't give a F if that stuff is for promo. I don't want to see this no more. Why is you holding hands in the photo? You know I'm insecure. That's a no-no. I keep coming back. I want to leave you, but I'm too attached. It's a couple of things about your job I want to know. I do. When you shoot your movie, do the niggas turn you on? When you leave the set, do you still text each other's phone? Just because they filming it, it don't mean it ain't wrong. Baby, shut up. I would never in a million years put that out there like that. I would never. Like, are you serious? Like, boy, pipe down. The insecurity is just, that is so unattractive. That is so unattractive. And then gonna say, it's just, I want y'all to know it's just a song. It's music. Just how movies is movies, songs is just songs. It ain't nothing deep. Baby, that is your life, okay? That is your life, and I'm going to need you to get a hold of that. I'm going to need you to stop acting the way that you acting. All right? And I'm going to need Hallie to wake up. But at the end of the day, she going to do what she want to do. And if that's what she want to say, more power to you. Because I would never put up with that mess. Moving on, will.i.am. So Britney Spears and will.i.am supposed to be coming out with a new single this Friday called Mind Your Business. I know he worked with her in the past. I am just a little bit concerned, and I'm eager at the same time, because I need to know if she still got it, okay? And if we're gonna get a video. And if we do get a video, will we get a video of the Britney Spears that we've been seeing, or we get a video where Britney Spears look like the old Britney Spears? Which one? Is it gonna be AI, or is it gonna be actually her? Which one? We don't know, okay? But I'm gonna be here for it. I'm gonna check it out. Just in case, I think we're gonna keep on this trend of people news. Kylie Jenner and Jordyn Woods, they're cool again, if anybody cared. They was pictured out coming from having dinner or lunch or whatever. Come to find out, they had been in the midst of talking and trying to reconcile their friendship. They said Jordyn reached out to her. Ain't no way in hell I would have humbled myself to reach out. And not after the way that you let your family dog me out and your sisters, which, okay, only one really had an issue, should have had an issue. But then everybody want to dog pile on this girl who just did what? Kissed the dude. Okay, that's messed up. Okay, that is breaking girl code or whatever. Woo, woo, woo. cool. But y'all was doing way too much for a nigga that was cheating and cheating and cheating and cheating. And Chloe still ain't with his ass. Okay? I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I would never be able to do that. And I understand that they've been friends since they were kids, since they was younger or whatever. I just honestly wouldn't be able to do it because once you allow people to lines was crossed on both sides. And I just be like, you know what? It was good while it lasted, and that chapter is done, and I'm gonna have to move on. But that's me. That's me. Because I tried that. I tried going back and being cool with somebody or some people, and it always burnt me in the end. So, hey, I'm gonna just keep moving forward. Moving on from that. Fabulous. He got on his Instagram and he was talking about how he want to hear more rapper women rap about real stuff. Like everybody has one style. There's no differentiation in it. Everybody programmed to talk about the same thing, promote the same way, and look the same way. Now my whole thing is, what he's saying ain't wrong, okay, but it's the wrong messenger. Like if you ain't got a squeaky clean background and you talking about what you love about women rapper or whatever, but yet you can't keep your hands off of, you can't keep your fists off of women, that's one. And also you also still rapping about raunchy stuff. It always bothers me how people be so quick to point out the fact that you have women rappers that coming out these days, and yes, they all talking about the same thing, but the same, y'all love to point that out. Everybody's talking about sex. Everybody talking about what they can do in bed. Everybody talking about they, vagina. Everybody talking about this, talking about that. They dress this way, they dress that way. Fine. But at the same time, you dudes are doing the same thing. Y'all talking about drugs. Y'all talking about the women that y'all be doing. Y'all talking about who y'all be in the street doing and killing and shooting and all that stuff or whatever. You're doing the same thing. Even you, Fabulous, was talking about in that Act Bag song, ride your thing like a rodeo or a Peloton or something like that. Like, come on. Everybody is doing the same thing. It's been like this forever. It's not really going to change. And when you do have women who actually out here, or people in general, I'm going to say, and especially the women though, because since that's what we're talking about, you do have women that come out here and they try to rap about different things. They don't get the same shine because that ain't what people want to hear, unfortunately. I want to hear a variety. I want my little nasty, I want my little raunchy, and I want my little conscious, okay, and I want my lyricism. That's what I want. I want you to be able to talk. I want you to be able to just give me everything. Give me multiple stuff. Don't give me that one type. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, on the one hand, he ain't lying. But also, wrong messenger. Wrong messenger. Because nobody's coming down on the men who doing the exact same thing. Everybody coming out sounding the same these days. And that's why I cannot get into a lot of y'all. I can't get into a lot of the new kids that's out today. I just can't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't get into Sexy Red. I don't have a problem with her. I never sit down and listen to a Sookie record. Don't got a problem with her. You do what you got to do. It's just not for me. Who else is new? I tried the Ice Spice. I don't get the hype at this point. And she's a boring entertainer. She's not even an entertainer. She's just boring, okay? She's boring. And I just don't understand how people be hyping it up. Y'all really think that she be doing something like when she just do this? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't have a problem with it. It's just not for me. Who else is new out? Hell, I barely even listen to. I don't listen to most of these new girls. Okay. Girl, when Nicki album come out, I finally had something to listen to. Who else is coming out? Can't think. I can't. It's Cardi, girl. What's going on? What's going on? I don't know. We don't know. See how I drew a blank? I can't even think of the new girls. I mean, I know Megan not finna bring out any music anytime soon because she said that. But I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, I don't know who else is out that's worth listening to. Y'all put it down in the comments. Give me some suggestions, okay? Give me some people that I need to give a try. And I'll come back and tell y'all how I feel about it. All right. We can do that. Cool. Lindsay Lohan and her husband had their little baby boy. Congratulations. The boy name is Sun Lao, L-U-A-I. I hope I said it wrong. I mean, right. I'm pretty sure I said it wrong. That's what I meant to say. It's Arabic, meaning shield or protector. And they was in Dubai. But congratulations to Miss Lindsay Lohan. Shout out to Tamika Foster. I'm not even going to hate on her. You know, me and Tamika got a history, and we ain't even supposed to have a history. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why we got a history is, ma'am blocked me on Twitter, and I just don't understand why. That whole situation, and I ain't never said nothing about that lady, even when she got married to Usher. I ain't never said nothing about that lady negatively on social media. Probably said something. Did I say something on? No, I didn't say nothing about her. And I'm trying to think, because y'all know I put it out there. I'll tell her myself in a minute, okay? But I guarantee you, I never said anything about her. And if I did, I would be still corrected. But at this point, to my recollection, I've never said anything about that woman. And then when it came out that her son passed away by being getting hit by the jet ski on Lake Lanier, I went to her page and I was trying to tweet her and be like, you know, oh my God, condolences. And I couldn't even do it because I was blocked. I said, girl, what? Maybe it was an accident. Maybe it was an accident. You know what I'm saying? But Mama is putting out a petition. It got over 3,000 signatures to try to drain Lake Lanier. Okay. And I'm here for her. All right. I'm here for it because, you know, it's 44 miles long. It's a reservoir in northeast of Atlanta. It's man-made. And when I found out it was man-made, I said, oh. And where y'all, I bet you they made this over burial grounds and all this stuff. And that's why a whole bunch of stuff be happening. I believe in stuff like that. Girl, I don't play with spirits. I do not play with spirits. And I don't see the issue. Okay, I know they said it had something to do with the drinking water, whatever. Girl, find another resource, okay? Because at this point, it's too many deaths that be happening, too many accidents that be happening, and it's probably a whole bunch of mess that y'all can find at the bottom of that thing. I'm here for her and her trying to drain that. Like, I'm surprised y'all still be going over there. That a place I don't want to visit when I go to Atlanta. Moving on from that, Nick Cannon still want Mariah Carey, so they say. And I'm trying to believe it too. All right, Mariah Carey is the one that got away. Mariah Carey is the only one that wouldn't put up with his mess, okay? And I feel like that's just what it is. If he's still pining for Mariah, it's because Mariah won't let him do whatever it is that he wants to, and he's out here trying to portray himself to be able to do whatever it is that he wants to, and that's why he get the women that he get who are sitting here letting him do what he wants. I mean, look at what's going on right about now. You got Jessica White. We knew he was with Jessica White, and we knew they was together for a long time. We ain't know all the ins and outs of the relationship. We knew it went all the way on the up and up, though. But Mama's still sitting out here in her feelings and pining over this man after being with him for so long and talking about he was allowed to be polygamous, but we couldn't. Girl, what? You up here trying to have a baby for him, and he go off have a baby with other women because you couldn't have no baby because you got fibroids and stuff that was stopping you. Girl, what? Y'all let him do whatever it is that y'all want. And Mariah Carey said, nah, I'm grown, okay? And this ain't gonna happen. Let me just tell you this. Also, Mariah, you looking real good, okay? Skinty Legend is in effect, okay? It is in effect. I seen the video, and I said, wait a minute, baby, what waist? The girls are coming out. The girls are coming back with tour bodies. I said, is something about to happen? What is going on? Everybody is getting their health on. And I said, you know what? I'm in good company because I'm getting my health on too. You know what I'm saying? And we slimming down this time. We slimming down this year. But anyway, moving on from that, leave Mariah Carey alone. She is doing fine without you, Nick, and your spine. Real Housewives of Potomac. Girl, y'all saw that whole fight. I'm not really finna talk that much about this because it's already a long video, but who cares? At the end of the day, I'ma just say this. I saw the video. I'm pretty sure we all saw the video of the fight that broke out in the club with the Real Housewives of Potomac ladies. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. You had Candace standing over there, vibing to the music, minding her business, and it looked like because of the way things popped off, it looked like something had already previously happened. And so it was one of those situations where, boop, I'm not finna talk to you no more. I'm just finna stand here. I'm finna vibe. You can be up in your feelings all you want to. And that's exactly what it was. Because next thing you know, she minding her business. And Deborah she winds up throwing a drink over there on Candace, which I think probably hit Wendy's friend Kiana or whatever, and that's how she got involved into it. And Candace instantly just went on ahead and picked up the bottle that was next to her, and they told her to put it down, and she did. First of all, whoever thought that Candace was going to do something with that bottle, you are slower than slow, unfortunately. Or I shouldn't say slow. You are not thinking straight, because she's all barking, no bite. That's it. And also, she never went over there to Deborah. And I'm only saying this and pointing this out because people want to put it all on Candace and make it such a, they comparing and contrasting, you know, what happened at this place, this situation with the whole Monique situation. Candace didn't touch nobody and didn't initiate anything in any of those situations when I'm talking about physically, you know what I'm saying? But I understand why people are bringing up the Monique situation, but in this case, Candace didn't touch or go by nobody. And the fight wasn't even with Candace at that point, all right? It was with the friends of the shows, okay? Don't bring Deborah back. Deborah should have never brought herself there in the first place, and this is all Ashley's fault. This is all Ashley's fault. You had Ashley's friends acting like a pack of wild animals because Deborah threw that drink, somebody threw a shoe, Kiana came through and started fighting Deborah. And then Deborah and them other girls started trying to go in. You saw that girl in the green, or what it was, it green or lime yellow or whatever it was. She pulling on Kiana. Baby, I'm talking about these people like I know who they are. Girl, I don't even know who the hell Kiana is. I just know that they said that she Wendy's friend or whatever. So, all right. Is that the new girl? Is it the new girl? I don't know. But either way, you saw Ashley's other friend pulling Kiana down onto the floor and all this stuff by her hair. She trying to get involved. I hate that jumping stuff. If it's one-on-one, let it be one-on-one. You'll never get respect from me if you coming in and you jumping. Okay, just because your friend is getting beat up don't mean that it's time for you to come in there and start to do something. Let your friend take that L. Just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I'm not finna sit here. I'm finna tell y'all right here, right now, when Real Housewives of Potomac come on and I start reviewing it and they do show this, because I did see the cameras up. Do not get up into your feelings when I start saying the things that I say, because I'm not finna be the ones that's gonna sit here and say, oh, well, we too old to be doing this and you need to use your words or whatever. Sometimes a nigga needs to just be knocked out. Okay, that's just it. That's just natural sometimes, and it is what it is. I am not gonna sit here and be the morality police and be acting like, oh, you shouldn't do this, when in my real life I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm not gonna put on fronts for anybody who wanna all of a sudden have morality and feel a way about this and all that, when knowing damn well y'all be fighting too. But anyway, moving on from that, Future, the last thing I want to say, Future, I'm going to need you to get over it. You're like 40-something years old and you still dissing Russell Wilson in your music. For what? Because he came in to be a father to your son and doing more fatherly duties than you? And if that's the case, whose fault is that? Because he with your ex? And if that's the case, whose fault is that? It's all your fault. Leave that man alone, and you should be thankful that he's up here being a good stepfather to your child, and he's in good hands. Grow up. You 40-something years old. Oh, I don't get it. That man don't be out here doing nothing but playing football, and you just jealous. Anyway, y'all look at the reboot for The Real Housewives of New York. It was kind of cute. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know how much it's gonna be. I already know Jenna gonna be a problem. She was not really, Jenna was like, girl, I said, Jenna, relax. Relax. I mean, I like your little fashion a little bit, because she was giving me Bet Porter tees. And if you girls watched the L Word, y'all know exactly who Bet Porter is. She was giving me Bet Porter tees. She was giving me Power Lesbian, okay? And all of that. I was like, all right, Miss J. Crew. You know, but I can tell we're going to have a time with her, and we're going to have a time with everybody. But they was literally arguing this first episode over cheese. And that is all I'm going to say. Y'all have a good day. Baby, don't be playing with the people's emergency system, okay? Please don't. Please don't. Get that bitch some help. Get her some help, all right? Girl, it ain't dark outside yet. Oh, look look at it. It looks really nice. Anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. And I'll see y'all later. I am tired. Peace.